Hello everyone, I hope all of you are doing great. In this video, I am going to talk about our flagship program, Offline Guidance Program, OGP. This OGP was conceptualized in 2017 by Team Insights IAS. I was not fond of the conventional way of classes that were taking place prior to that. Even today, many institutions go with the conventional approach. The conventional approach where a teacher comes to a class, he teaches you something, he gives you notes, he may be accessible, may not be accessible. So in the conventional class, what happens is that a teacher will teach you, you will take notes, you will learn from the class, and then you are left alone. Alone in the sense that you will lack the guidance to how to move further, how to strategize further, how to prepare further, how to make notes, how to write answers, how to write essay, how to score better in prelims. So all these things were not being taken care of. So I and our team came up with a way forward where in the offline guidance program, the stress was on the guidance. We wanted to have both classroom program at the same time an integrated guidance program from the scratch where a candidate, an aspirant would be given overall holistic guidance to give them confidence, to build that confidence to crack this examination in within 1 or 2 attempts. So that was the concept. When we started this batch, so we got immense response from the students. Every student from across India came to Bengaluru and started taking classes and the guidance from Insights IAS. Since 2019, we are seeing that the classroom students of OGP program have started securing ranks in top 100, especially in top 10 every year. Just to recall, we had rank 5 Jaydev. So in the same year, he took classes in 19 and CSE 19, he cracked the examination in top 5. And then this year we have Avinash rank 31, who happens to be Karnataka topper, and then it was his first attempt. So before that, we have Akshay Sima, who got rank 77. He was also the Karnataka topper. So we have like so many people in top 30 also. Point here is that these people were able to crack within their second or third attempt because of many factors. Obvious is their hard work, their sincere efforts, but in addition to that, the kind of healthy competitive atmosphere they got at Insights IAS because of the OGP program. The same thing we wanted to replicate in Delhi. This year June, we started offline guidance program in Delhi, and we got very good response. Nearly 250 students are taking the classes. In Delhi, we wanted to make it even more special because in Delhi, still the conventional approach is something that is mainstream. We wanted to change that attitude, change that culture where students were taken for granted, where students were disregarded, where students were treated as mere customers. So we wanted to change that culture, bring the student-centric approach, giving a due importance to a student because of the money they have invested and also because of the aspiration, ambition they have, and also because of the background with which they come from. It can be from a very backward region, or it can be from a very poor socio-economic situation. So they come with aspirations to Delhi, and they should not be taken for granted. So that was the intention. So in this regard, as part of the OGP, so we started giving them more and more features. Just to briefly explain, so there is a classroom program where the class itself is split into 3 parts, basically main 3 parts. One is where we start with a test, so both prelims and mains questions, and then teacher explains the concept related to his subject, and then after the class there will be question and answer discussion, and there will be an assignment. And then followed that, everyone in our team, including faculty, mentors, everyone, we compulsorily make these students read NCERTs. So the basics must be sound and strong. Without basics, you cannot conquer this examination. That is very clear. And then there is emphasis on previous year questions in each and every class. And we encourage students who are more proactive, who are more ambitious, who are more disciplined, more consistent, to write more answers every day, to solve more MCQs every day. And we encourage them to write essay from the very first week itself. This is something that happens, I believe, only at Insights IAS, where a complete fresher is motivated, in a way influenced, to write essay from the very first week. And any answers they have written, any essays they have written are evaluated every day from their mentors, myself also, because I go to Delhi and then I sit in Bangalore, where every day I meet 30-40 students and they bring essays and answers. I do take care of essay and ethics answers whenever a student comes. So I never turn them down, I never send them back. I will ask them to be more active in this regard, because I believe answer writing is the mainstay. So OGP, at the core of OGP, though guidance is available, answer writing is given extreme importance, including essay and ethics answer writing. So for instance, whenever I go to Delhi, so all the students bring the essays. There are some students who had taken coaching before OGP, and having spent like 2 years and so much money, so much time in coaching, they had never written a single answer, single essay, and they started writing from the very first week. So this was so encouraging for them and for us also to see such kind of attitude. And we are more like student centric. Any demand, any suggestion, any feedback from the student is not disregarded, it is respected, it is taken in good spirit, and if it is practical to implement at the very instant. For example, recently Delhi OGP students, they said that we want weekly essay test. I was asking them to write like on their own, but they wanted a classroom environment where they wanted to write essays. So from last week, we are conducting essay test for them, and the essay copies will be evaluated. Like that, they wanted more number of questions in weekly test. So there is a weekly mains test and weekly prelims test. This is something done consistently for every batch and every student, every week and in every year. And these weekly tests are evaluated from evaluation team that sits in Bangalore, where our major operations, major teams exist. And it is faculties from Bangalore who are going to Delhi despite having families. It is being their first time to go to Delhi, so they are going there, staying for 30 days and completing a syllabus for OGP students. Meanwhile, because our faculties are in-house, so they are not a guest faculties or guest lecturers coming and going. After teaching in the Delhi classroom, they sit in the institution and they cater to any student queries, any student requirements, and they guide the students with respect to their subject and also beyond the subject, because these people are experts in prelims exam and other mains related exams. So that is another advantage. So you have a teacher who is there for you to resolve your doubts even after the classes. The one-on-one mentorship program, this is very professionally done at Insights IAS, because mentorship, I believe, is very important, because this exam is not just about reading, gaining knowledge, it's also about mental aspects, where you need a kind of a supportive system where your doubts are addressed through one-on-one interaction with a mentor who exists in the real world, whom we can meet and share your problems related to preparation. Otherwise, sometimes personal problems where they can motivate you, where they can ensure that you are always single-mindedly focused on the examination. So this mentorship is available for everyone in the OGP student, even in IPM, other programs. This is done very professionally at Insights, because I personally believe that it should not be compromised. We meet regularly and tell mentors that the focus must be on the outcomes. Ensure that every week the outcomes are visible. So this is the job of the mentors. They do it regularly. And then coming to the quality of teachers they have established, and recently we did Kannada Rajyotsava in Bangalore, where more than 3,000 crowd of students came to witness the program. So when we called every faculty on the stage, there was so much of clapping, josh, shouting in support of the teachers. So that is when I realized our teachers are immensely popular. So they may not be visible on social media, they may not be visible on any other advertisement, but so our teachers, I assure you, are one of the best when it comes to UPSC civil services examination. They are not celebrities like in other institutions, but you can trust them. And if you have any doubts, my suggestion is that you don't go by advertising, even don't go by my advertisement, my words. So my sincere suggestion to anyone is to visit the institution. So before you invest your money, you must visit the institution, even if you don't like the institution, even if you hate Insights IAS. So you just come visit once and talk with the existing students, not with mentors, not with faculties, not with the supporting staff. talk with the students. So ask them if they are happy with what is happening. If they give you positive feedback, of course, you should go with the course, because they are the best judges. The students are not somebody whom we can influence, whom we can pay and tell them to talk good things about the institution. So they are independent thinkers. They are very rational, because they also have invested money, and they are very critical also. So when you speak to them, you will get clarity. Second, you sit in certain classes that are taking place, take free demo classes for 3-4 days, and then you can decide about it. So in Delhi, we have excellent infrastructure. In Delhi, we have a very good support staff. We respect everyone. There is open door policy. For instance, we make OGP students sit in the classroom after the class and study till 11 o'clock in the night. We don't charge for this, because I believe after the class, they should be given a space where they can, discuss healthily and continue to study till night freely, without any kind of stress. So where they can have access to mentor, teacher. Whenever I go to Delhi, I feel happy, because the kind of healthy peer group they have is very encouraging, and I'm expecting in the very first batch excellent results. So what I mean by excellent result is at least 4-5 ranks in top 100 in either 2023 or in 2024. This will definitely happen from Delhi OGP classes. You are ambitious, if you are serious about preparation, so I think you must give a visit, and then see by yourself, and join this program. Coming to fees, it's not about competitive pricing. It's about considering your socio-economic background. We have kept fees at very reasonable. It is something 1,10,000 around. You can just compare. In Delhi, I have seen 1,90,000, 1,70,000. Even not so reputed institutions, charging 1,50,000 onwards with just the conventional approach. But I believe this whole preparation is something more than gaining knowledge. It is also about personality building. So you will have regular topper interactions. You will have interactions with me, interactions with students. We come with immense experience, and we try to think more originally in this field. The same thing we would like to transmit to students, so that they go on getting better results and also go on to become better officers. I wish to see you in OGP. We want the best of the students to be part of the OGP program. I hope I'll see you soon in the OGP program. You just visit the institution and get the admission. Thank you so much.